Potential customers.
They're out there. A mass of humanity waiting to be sold. You need them, and they need you. So you advertise. But there's a problem. The people you're trying to reach are already being bombarded. Marketing messages of every kind, in every medium, pounding them. Newspaper, radio, TV, junk mail, telemarketers. The battle for the attention of your potential customers is fierce. Trying to put a traditional informational marketing message in front of them is like trying to outscream a hurricane. What you need is a way to get yourself into the eye of that hurricane. A way to silence the noise, break through all the clutter, and get intimate with your customers. That's what AdMagic is all about. Learning how to create advertising that breaks through the clutter, seduces customers' attention, and then entices them to buy from you. I'm Mitch Henderson. I'm going to teach you some powerful advertising secrets to help you motivate the masses. Let's get started. Now, before we jump into creating advertising, we need to understand a little about how the human brain processes advertising messages. The average person today sees over 5,000 marketing messages each day. 5,000! With today's deluge of advertising, it's critical that you understand how to grab the brain's attention in that tiny moment the customer's brain gives you and hold on to it for as long as you can. Let's look at how the human brain works. Specifically, what motivates people to buy things. Advertising is all about finding people who need your product or service and then fueling their desire to buy from you. In the science of human desire, there are two simple laws that are critical to creating effective advertising. Doesn't matter whether you're running newspaper ads, radio, TV, or just mailing a sales letter. The laws work the same. Memorize them. They're that important. Law number one is, people buy things to solve a problem or make themselves feel good. All buying happens because people either want to solve some type of problem or make themselves feel good. Ask yourself, what problem do you solve for your customers? Or, how does your product make your customers feel good? For example, if you fix cars, you solve people's problems. If you do nails for a living, you make people feel good. Decide specifically whether you solve a problem or make people feel good. Let's look at how these two laws would affect your ad design. If you're a massage therapist, do you solve a problem or make people feel good? Well, both. Massage therapists solve a problem, right? Customers have back pain, you fix it, and get them back to work. So instead of advertising your name, which would be ignored by the market, you instead focus on the problem you solve for the target market. Watch. Advertising the name, weak and lame. Advertising solving a problem, explosive. Or you might be a massage therapist who pampers people, giving them an oasis from the stress of modern life. Then you'd advertise how you make the customer feel good. Watch. Advertising the name, weak and lame. Advertising solving a problem, explosive. Law number two is, people buy things because of emotion and justify the purchase with logic. All buying at its core is emotional. To create explosive advertising, take some time to dig deep. Isolate the deep core emotions the client either feels or needs to feel. This is the secret to creating advertising that explodes in people's minds. Emotion hooks people, but does not necessarily convince them to buy now. People will think, well, I want that, but I shouldn't spend the money. That's where logic comes in. Logical justifications contained in the ad copy give the customer reasons why indulging in their emotions is okay. So think, what emotions are my customers feeling? What emotions do they want to feel? Do they want to feel safe and secure? Do they want to feel excitement, confidence, sexy? Watch the difference when we shift from a logical headline here to an emotional one. Emotion breaks through the clutter and motivates them in their deep brain, where resistance to the advertising is the weakest. Now that we understand the principles, let's start putting these ideas to work. I'll walk you through the process of creating effective advertising using newspaper ads as an example, but the same principles work in radio, television, mail, or any other type of marketing. It always amazes me that business owners will spend good money to reach thousands of people with an ad and then try to bore them into buying. Here's an ad that demonstrates what I mean. This ad tells nothing about the business other than what it sells. Boring. And the art is too small to have any impact. What we need is something that will zap people emotionally in that 2 to 3 seconds that we've got their initial attention. Let's fix it. First, who buys used clothing? And what's the emotional benefit of wearing used clothing? Well, people buy it because it's cheap, but also because they find unique fashions they won't find in stores. They're fashion rebels. So let's choose a new headline that says unique in a bold way that fashion rebels can't ignore. We need a big, aggressive headline that immediately communicates an emotion our customers will want to feel. No time for being wimpy. Not bad. Better. Maybe too far. I like it. Emotional, strong, and bold. Let's ditch the weak, tiny clip art. It's not bold. We need to smack our audience with something bold for our ad to jump off the page. Now, since we're selling recycled clothes for fashion rebels, let's show what people might find in our store. There. Big, bold photographs make an impact. Photos of people, especially where you can see their facial expression, are pre-wired into people's subconscious as automatically significant and will help your ad immediately stand out. Let's anchor the name at the bottom with other key information. Much better. While some ads do a pretty good job at getting people's attention, they never provide that final spark to get people to act. Subconsciously, people may be mentally ready to respond, but if there's nothing in the ad to trigger action, the customer is left thinking, I'll buy that sometime in the future. Buying action triggers are devices that give people that extra push to act now. The 3 most common response triggers are limiting quantity, limiting time, and what I call size impact. Let's start with this ad and then apply the 3 response triggers to it to motivate the target market to respond. Limiting the quantity of something infers scarcity, and people hate the thought that they might get left out. Limiting quantity, either by limiting the number of items people can buy, such as limit 2 per customer, or allowing only a small group to buy, with such lines as first 50 customers only, triggers the feeding frenzy emotion. Limiting time means we give people a limited time to respond to the ad's offer, preferably as short as you can reasonably expect. Since most ad response happens within 2 days of viewing the ad, let's give people just a few days to respond. Finally, we can add size impact. Size impact in print means making a price large in print. This adds impact and infers the offer is something special. Even if your item is not on sale, making the price large in print infers it's a good value. People will think, well, it must be a good price, or they wouldn't have made the price so large. Buying action triggers will dramatically increase the response to your ad. Use them. You'll get better results. Okay, let's put everything we've learned in AdMagic together in fixing an ad for this plumber. The entire focus of this ad is on the company, what the plumber does, and things the owner feels are important, instead of focusing on issues the customer cares about. The plumber has buried their real emotional benefit in the little tagline, the fact that they offer a 3-hour guarantee. Well, that's our hook. Let's fix the ad. Let's start with a bold, easy-to-read headline, something that clearly differentiates the business and offers a clear emotional benefit. Now, since they offer a 3-hour guarantee, we'll use that as our headline and make a bold statement. That should pop off the page. Let's use the power of the human face to catch the reader's eye with a dominant photo. We'll drop in the advertiser's name, easy to find, but not too big and distracting. Let's fill in with ad copy, reinforcing the emotional benefit we offer and the logical justifications for using our service. We'll include a price so people will know they can afford to buy from us. We'll include the fine print, fully explaining our offer and eliminating any hidden fears people might have that'll keep them from responding. Our phone and restated action step are clear and easy to find. Finally, we'll add a response trigger using the perceived value of limited time and type size to give people a reason to call now. And there you have it, a powerful AdMagic ad that'll get results. Advertising done right can make your business money. Your local media's advertising consultants can be a great source for how to best use their media to get results. Listen to their ideas, because they can help you. Use what you've learned in AdMagic and watch new customers magically appear.